Okay, it's Chris at CMF and we've got the KTM 200 SX split apart now. I've had a little bit of a chat with the customer. He's bought the bike on the belief that this has had an engine rebuild 20 hours before he bought it. And obviously he's been out for the first time and it's done itself in. That's a lot older than 20 hours. A lot older than 20 hours. It's had a Royal Conrad fitted. I mean, the company's even put the name in the crank. I'm not going to repeat that. I don't do that. Royal Conrad, starting to get play now. The flywheel, when you shake it, you hear the magnets inside. That's actually on its way out. The basket, we don't really file baskets here. Looking at this, this wants a basket now. That one's drilling off, cutting off, and a new basket put it on. If they have done an engine rebuild, they've done that main bearing there. They've put new seals in places because I have been removing new seals, so he probably has had an engine rebuild 20 hours ago. These cheap Conrads are good for about 20 hours tops. We like to put the Wasners in because they're lasting 60, 70 hours, 80, 90 hours at times, 100 hours even. So yeah, I mean, obviously that's where we use the best stuff. Gearbox seems fine. That's an old mains bearing. Like I said, he's changed that one. There's a few new seals in place. That is an old bearing. Missed. An old bearing. Because not everybody sells it and they're expensive to buy. So they probably bought that from somewhere else. And obviously just put the one in. That's Cowboy. That is Cowboy. You can see how old that bearing is. It should be a light tan brown colour, this here. So that bearing's been bumped. That probably didn't get pulled off. They probably pushed the pin through from that side to put the Royal rod in. Well, that needs removing every time. That and that put together will give you play on your flywheel side, which is probably why this is rattling. You can hear the magnets inside. Everything has a knock-on effect with these engines. So half of these shops that are probably slagging me off and this and that and t'other, you ain't me. Simple as. Barrel's done it. Wants a replate. There's all the piston all over the barrel. You get whoever this shop is who's put this out, you're putting these out as an engine rebuild and they're here. Look at them. It's not an engine rebuild. I mean, fair enough, if the customer don't want to pay the price and Mataka rod goes in it, I will not build an engine with one of them in. Same with a cheap piston like that. I mean, even if I did rebuild an engine, that bearing would get changed. All the seals would get changed. That barrel probably had marks in it before this piston's let go. So that's probably been bumped. It's due a set of clutch plates. Water pumping pellet shaft's got a bit of wear to it. I mean, that's probably been missed again. Probably not a new seal in that casing. So, yeah, like I said, it's all well and good giving CMF as much shit as you possibly can, which, by the way, is helping me out massively because more engines are coming in. And like I said, you're all sharing my name about. My business page is blowing up with viewings, whether they're good ones or bad ones. It doesn't matter, it's publicity. And like I said, I'm selling out on parts. So, keep hating, lads. You're doing me a massive favour. But yeah, like I said, this is a bit of an assessment now and we're looking at this and it's again had half an engine rebuild by whoever's done it. Half an engine rebuild. We put a new seal in but didn't change the bearing. Come on. Come on. I mean, you can say the name's on the side of the crank, but they didn't put the phone number on it. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. So there we have it. KTM Sx 200 2003 for assessment at CMF and it is jiggered. It wants a lot of work. A lot of work. And there's even some, I said this is going to have to get replaced and you can make this out, but inside the thing is all cracked there and exhaust port. I mean, all them marks you can see, not the piston that's stuck to the cylinder, the marks you can actually see was probably in when the mechanic built this and put the Mataka rod in and the piston and one bearing and some seals. Do you know what I mean? That is an old bearing. That is an old bearing. It's knackered. That's a new one. Well, I do wish from 20 hours like the guy said. Or whatever. Half bodgers. Till you guys still start doing this, what I'm doing here, and putting the evidence on, putting the actual proof of work, what you're doing, the strip downs and everything like that, you're just playing at it and you're giving it the beans about CMF this, CMF that. Well, I'm sorry, I do the job and I do the job properly. And the guys who said that they've had engine rebuilds here and they've blown up, they're full of shit. Show me your invoice. So, like I said, to the haters, not really asked about you guys. Carry on what you're doing. You're making me bigger than I am. And like I said, to the lads that are actually interested in this channel, I hope you're picking up on all these little bits and bats before you're sending your engines into these, whoever these companies are. Like I said, I don't mention names on here. I'm not like all the rest of them mongs on Facebook. But this is where you're sending your engines to. You're not sending them to me, so expect this kind of work. Don't care what they say on the webpage. You look through my videos, the stuff that gets missed from these shops is unbelievable. Unbelievable. So hit that subscribe button if you're into stuff like this. We'll be bringing you more videos this week, and obviously share these videos about and stick a like on them. Thanks for watching.